Okay, so we're going to make butter, and we're going to be using this stand mixer and some heavy whipping cream and probably a little bit of salt. All right, and we're going to just cover this up, and we're going to turn the mixer on. Probably going to run it on 4 for a little while. I'm going to show you how this looks at this stage. It's starting to thicken up. It's going to turn into a whipped cream, which if you added a couple more ingredients, you could make whipped cream, but we are going to pass that stage. It's starting to get thicker. Okay, so we're back again, and this has gotten pretty thick. It's holding in there. Now this is just heavy whipping cream, nothing else. We might add a little bit of salt when we're ready to mix the butter, or we might not. You can have a salted butter or an unsalted butter, however you wish. So we're going to beat this further, and it's going to start forming a liquid where it's going to separate the whey from the butter. And we'll come back and show you that. So here we are. It's been a little over 10 minutes. It's starting to separate, get thinner. And when it does it, it's going to go pretty quick all at once. And here we start pulling apart there, or pulling off the side, I mean. You'll hear it get sloshy. I don't know if you can hear that. It's kind of sloshing around in there. As we're getting the butter is separating from the whey. So as you can see, this butter has really separated from the whey. And we're going to save that whey. We're probably going to use it to make biscuits. It's going to be sweet, so it'll be perfect. And we're probably going to have to strain this. I normally pour it off, but I got a lot of little specks of butter I want to save, so excuse me, I'm going to pour it right through this here. And then we're going to squeeze it out, get all the butter out, put the butter back in there, and then we're going to rinse it. I'll show you that in just a second. So see, there's all that lovely. Okay, we're back. So we've separated our whey from our butter. This is the butter we've got left over. And this is our whey, which we're going to refrigerate. And now this is a quart size container I'm using. And I'm going to get about 2 sticks. Well, I call them sticks, but they're bigger than a stick of butter. But I'm going to get 2 things of butter out of this, or at least a full one and a half of one or 3/4 of a one. So we're going to pour some really cold water in here, and we're going to rinse this off. So now we have our butter hanging here. It's dripping a little, and I'm trying to separate it from the water. And I usually just keep bringing it over and mash it on the side. A little difficult to do when I'm holding the camera. Anyway, it'll stick to the side, and then you can pour off the water and then do it again. So there you have it. We have butter, and I'm going to continue to mash this against the side, and as you can see, the liquid comes out, and the butter's nice and cold, and the bowl's cold, so it's going to stick to the side, and it's quite firm. We're going to keep doing this and try to get all the liquid we can out of it before we make it into a brick, and we'll come back and show you that. So we're going to wrap this up. We're just going to form the paper to it, and we're probably going to use these to mash it on the side to make a square out of it. It's quite soft now, and we've scraped the bowl pretty good. We'll probably scrape it some more and get all that butter out. And one of these I'll put in the refrigerator, the other one I'll put in the freezer, and it'll be good for quite some time. I hope you give us a thumbs up and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. And we'll see you again here at Mom's Easy Eats.